Hi, I'm Dana with Armageddon III Mageddo, and I decided I'd like to give you some background on our band today. So one of the questions people ask me is, how did we come up with the name Armageddon III Mageddo? Well, it all started a long, long time ago when I was a little child. I've wanted to be in a band since I was really young. And around age 14, I decided that I wanted to name my band Armageddon. So I would draw all over my school folders and I was just thinking about it all the time, and symbols and things like that. And then shortly after, I met Mr. Woodard and found out that he wanted to start a band as well, and he wanted to name it Armageddon also, which we thought was pretty insane. And he used to draw it or paint it on a banner. So years later, around 2008, we finally decided to start our official band, Armageddon. And we started out as a two-piece. And then in 2009, we realized that we needed to change the name because a lot of people had the same name. So we changed it to Armageddon 3. And we added in another member who was a vocalist. And we did that for a good while. And around 2017, we decided to change the name again and go back to being an official two-piece. And we named it Armageddon III Mageddo. So I'd like to let you see some of my weapons of arsenal that I use when I play on stage, and that is my basses. I normally have just 3 basses, but I finally added in my 4th bass, which is actually my original bass. This is an Ibanez Armageddon 4-string. And the reason I love this bass is because it's very bassy, and it's got a skinnier neck, and I love the way it plays. So this is my very first one. This one was my second one, and it's also the Ibanez Armageddon 4-string. And I actually never wanted to have another bass ever. You know, this is my favorite bass, and I just love the way it sounds. It's very bassy, love the way it plays. But then I went to my 3rd bass, which was this one. And it's a Fender Precision bass. And it's an older bass. This was actually given to me by a guy named Psycho Rick. He was freaking awesome. It didn't have all these stickers on it. And so I gave it basically sticker tattoos. And this is my lady bass. And I love this bass because it was very unexpected. And it has a higher tone, which is why I liked it so much, because it gives more of the idea of guitar. So I love this bass because it's got a really good higher tone. And then this one is my 4th bass, which I decided to get because I wanted a lighter bass. It's also a Fender, and it's a Fender Squire P bass. And it plays just as good as the other one, has great sound, and it gives me that higher tone that I like. So I've been asked, how do you write the Armageddon III Mageddo songs? The way I like to write, a lot of times it comes from lyrics. Then it goes to guitar. And then it goes from guitar to bass. But sometimes it comes from guitar to lyrics to bass. And then other times it comes from Mr. Neil Woodard with his lyrics and drums. And then I add in my guitar, bass guitar, and then we create from there. So however it organically comes about, and each song is its own entity, and that's what we like to represent. So actually, a lot of the songs start from acoustic guitar, then I convert them to bass. And then some of our songs actually come from bass and just straight bass, and then some of them come from Neil with lyrics and drums, and then I add in my guitar. So another question people ask me is, how did I get started in music? Well, I started out as a singer. I joined chorus when I was like 11, but I quit that after a year. And then I got into keyboard, playing on my own, just playing keyboard. And then I got into guitar, which started with an acoustic guitar. And then from acoustic guitar, it went to the electric guitar. And then from the electric guitar, I went to the electric bass. And once I hit the bass, it was the instrument that was like, I can't live without. I gotta play this thing all the time. So I've been playing bass for 25 years, and I love it. and I plan to keep on going for as long as I possibly can. So some people wonder what musicians and what I do in particular before I actually play a show to get ready for performing. Food-wise, it's not very easy for me to get anything down. So I'm very light on the food that I eat. It's very particular as well. I usually do crackers, cheese, plain potato chips, usually like the ruffle kind, sometimes the regular flat kind, and then water and Sprite. And those are about the only things I can get down. I've just now gotten to where I can do like an egg and cheese biscuit and hash browns and orange juice in the morning as a fuel for my day. Other than that, before I play, I can't eat anything else. So now I would like to show you my back line for the shows. This is my Marshall 412 speaker cabinet. This is my bass vault that was built and constructed by Classic Cases. This is my amp box that was built and constructed by Classic Cases. And this is my Ampeg 810 speaker cabinet. This is how I get all of my sound. So I wanted to let you know a little bit about the way I tune and the type of picks I use. This is a 1.14 brain pick by Snarlin' Dogs. And I like it because of the grip on the back and because of the thickness. And it bends like I need it to. And then this, of course, is my bass. And I tune to B, F sharp, B, E. Thank you for being here with us today. I'm Dana Woodard of Armageddon III Mageddo, and we'll see you next time.